I'm Monster Mike, and this is Bronco Garage. So now that I have the new parts installed on Huck, and I've got the alignment done, I gotta say, Huck is driving much better now. But you know what? Really need to see someone else's opinion on it. So I wanna bring Eddie back, I wanna get his reaction. The only problem is I think I'm gonna have to sweet talk him because I think he thought that Huck was trying to kill him last time. And my Broncos, you've owned a couple of those yourself, but this is probably a new experience for you as far as once they're lifted with big tires and how they handle and drive if they're not set up right.
Right, yeah, most of my experience was with stock Broncos, just small lifts, you know, little leveling blocks or something like that, nothing with big lifts.
Okay. Cool. Well, let's see what you think now that
We're gonna have to hit the heck out of this one.
Yeah, you don't even want to go in fourth. I mean, it's so low, so geared so low, you don't have any power or any control in fourth. Just
okay. Well, it's got just a little bit of wander, but very drivable. It's not nerve-wracking like it was.
Yeah, and obviously this road doesn't help. It's very narrow. It tends to come off a little, and you got oncoming traffic right up next to you. So some of those little corrections I think are normal, but I already see a difference in your body language.
It's much more relaxed. Last time I was, I had to be pretty intense, pretty locked into what I was doing because it would wander so much. I couldn't keep it between the lines. This time, much more relaxed. The road is causing some of the hand movements, but and it's wet.
And that's part of the reason why we use this road, because it is more challenging, and it definitely will show and expose the issues very quickly.
I just can't get over how much different it is. What did we put in it?
Yeah, so it had the factory steering linkage on it. It had the factory radius arms. It had the factory track bar, but it had a drop track bar bracket that came with the suspension system. And as you know, some of the issues were amplified by the Detroit locker in the rear. Well, the big problem that we found is that with the 3.5-inch lift and stock radius arms, even with a 7-degree C bushing, it just wasn't getting enough caster. The other problem too we found is that the steering system that was on there kind of kept it in bind. It actually assisted in letting it dart left to right because it just didn't have the mobility like an aftermarket system can provide. So we took those parts off and we replaced the factory radius arms with the James Duff T-Rex arms and put the 7-degree C bushings back in, and then put the dual sport Heim steer system on as well with the hassle-free heavy-duty track bar.
Okay.
And that allowed us to get over 3 degrees of positive caster, but it also took the dartiness out and made everything work together really well. Yeah, I haven't seen you put 2 hands on the steering wheel yet.
That's right. It is more relaxing drive and much more fun.
Not only that, oh yeah, the wipers. But this is the first time you've driven this Bronco since that first test drive that we had on film.
That's right. I actually like it now.
Okay.
No more wanting to shoot it. So
I guess you could say I'm not trying to kill you this time. And you can step away from the light.
unbelievable difference with just a few minor changes.
Yeah. Yep, I believe that with someone just putting a dual sport heim steer and some T-Rex arms, and maybe a few other little things, they can get the same result. It's great hearing Eddie's feedback. I'm glad him and Huck are getting along again. The weather's perfect, and now that I have the keys, I can't resist going on another drive with Huck behaving so well. Let's take a minute to admire that sexy rear end. The tire carrier looks perfect, and the new dual exhaust looks and sounds fantastic. Man, after rowing the gears and getting this thing up to speed, I'm blown away at how much better Huck drives. We could stop right here and enjoy Huck for many years, but I just can't leave well enough alone. I can feel that Huck is almost there, but there still are some things that just aren't dialed in yet. The gearing in Huck absolutely sucks, and I know this engine has a lot more power that the gearing is robbing from Huck. Now that I can handle this Bronco, it's time to re-gear it. The brakes are pretty much working the same in a panic stop after turning the adjusters around and verifying the drums are working properly. I'm going to throw a different set of tires on for testing and see if that resolves the issue.
Hey, we'll see you guys at the next episode where we're going to see what kind of gears and lockers we want to put in Huck. And I'm going to have to ask my buddies real nicely if they want to help me with a gear swap. We'll catch you guys there.
Hey, thanks for joining us. Make sure to like and subscribe and check us out on social media as well. Look forward to seeing you guys in the next one.